colleagues. We want to read out the statement of the ANC Limpopo. The ANC Limpopo province convened its Provincial Executive Committee meeting on the 17th of June 2025 and resolved to oppose the court case against the recent Sekhukhune Regional Conference, mandated the Provincial Secretary to intervene on the developments around Lemana College and follow up on the establishment of the Tshwane University of Technology campus in Giyani and a mining engineering institution in Sekhukhune. With regard to the outcome of the court case on the urgent review application and set aside the outcome of the ANC Sekhukhune Regional Conference, the African National Congress in Limpopo province welcomes the recent judgment striking from the role the application brought by ANC member in the Sekhukhune region seeking to review and set aside the uncontested regional conference of Sekhukhune region that elected its leadership. We regard this outcome as an affirmation of our internal democratic processes and a clear reminder that organizational disputes should be resolved through established ANC structures before resorting to the courts. The ANC Limpopo family condemns frivolous litigation and the abuse of judicial processes for political ends. The ANC Limpopo commends our courts for refusing to be dragged into political squabbles by disgruntled ANC individuals. We strongly discourage our members from bypassing our internal dispute resolution mechanisms and turning to external litigation as a first course of action. Our provincial and national dispute committees are mandated to hear and adjudicate grievances fairly, transparently, and in good time. Members who feel aggrieved are urged to exhaust these internal channels so that we maintain unity and uphold the integrity of our decision making. On the meeting with the Minister of Higher Education and Training, on 27 June 2025, the ANC in Limpopo met with the Minister of Higher Education to review progress on establishing Tshwane University of Technology campus in Giyani and mining engineering institution in Sekhukhune, as well as reopening of Lemana College as a technical and vocational education and training institution. On TUT Giyani campus, we are pleased that work on the Giyani campus is advancing and the Department of Higher Education committed that the campus will open for enrollments of some programs in the academic year 2026. Land have been transferred from Public Works and Greater Giyani Municipality to the Department of Higher Education and Training. Construction work will resume to renovate the infrastructure very soon. On mining engineering institution in Sekhukhune, the NCPC has summarily directed the provincial government to sustain negotiations with the Department of Higher Education to bring a mining engineering institution. The Department of Higher Education and Training is working to ensuring that in the interim, Dr. C.N. Patu, the TVET College, offers mining-related qualification, and this will expand opportunities for local youth and strengthen our province's skills base. On the re-establishment of Lemana TVET, the Provincial Secretary convened a meeting today with the Njaka Traditional Authority and key stakeholders to confirm government plans for reopening of Lemana College as a TVET campus by year 2027. Honoring Lemana Historic's role in nurturing leaders such as Eduardo Mondlane, the former president of Frelimo, the Department of Higher Education and Training committed to initiate transfers of ownership of Lemana College from Public Works, to mobilize government resources and begin site preparation within the next coming month. The ANC Provincial Executive Committee will closely monitor implementation and ensure milestones are met on schedules. On Ward 13 Polokwane by-elections. Finally, the ANC is preparing for the Polokwane Ward 13 by-elections, which will be held on the 16th of July 2025. The ANC has registered its candidate, a young person by the name of Muhadi Boloko. The ANC Limpopo calls on all of its members, branches, and deployed cadres to focus their energies on securing that victory. Today, we are having door-to-door engagement with voters. We are confident that we will win the ward because the ANC remains the only vehicle for service delivery and social transformation. Thank you very much. We will now take questions if they are there. Quinda?
Thank you very much. My name is Emmanuel Gwinda from Energy FM and Choice FM. My question is touching on your last part of your statement there, saying that you are going to campaign at the Ward 13 for by-election. For the first time in the history of ANC, your friends, SACP, they are contesting against you there. Doesn't that gives you a sleepless night? I mean, as the ANC, considering the fact that you are going to compete against one of your own. And again, another question is, when you plan your election strategies, was there? How did you manage to make sure that SACP was not involved? Because normally when you do that previously, you always have them as part of the alliance. Thank you.
Okay. Let me go blow by blow because, well, the SACP contesting, it doesn't give us a sleepless night, especially in Limpopo. We are very confident that we are still rooted amongst the masses of our people. And we are not scared to compete with the SACP. But you must know, Quinda, that the ward we are contesting was being led by the opposing party, the Red Berets. Now, we're not worried. We have made our own assessment, and we are very confident that we will win that ward as the African National Congress. And our machinery on the ground, they have started long time ago to prepare for these by-elections. And we think the community of Ward 13, they are going to give that word to us because the person that they've given before was not representing them in council, was not attending municipal programs up until when he was fired. He did not resign. He was fired. And we think the community must underline that this candidate of this party was fired. And as the African National Congress, we don't have a history of our public representative snubbing the government programs and municipal programs. Our election strategic workshop was convened, and obviously you did not expect us to have a contender because now the Communist Party is contesting. There's no way that we will plan with them. It's just impossible. We will not plan with them, and we are going to campaign for the African National Congress and not aiding. It must be underlined. We are not going to assist in any way, in any form, the South African Communist Party in that ward. Let me take you, my brother.
Yes, Sita Maputo from Japan FM. Thanks for the opportunity. You spoke about Giyani TUT campus being ready for next year's academic, journey. So I know that it may be under the Department of Higher Education to tell us which programs will be
Yes, yes.
at that particular campus.
Yeah.
But if you are also privy to that information, you may tell us. And is it advisable for prospect students to apply to go and study in Guyana next year, since it will be opening next year?
The minister, she's still going to come back in 2 weeks or so for the engagements with internal government stakeholders and also with the community around Guyana, because there is a very important process that they need to undertake before they could confirm programs. One is the maintenance of the admin block in the campus, and also the introduction of the contractor who is going to do that work. And that process, in the meeting of the 27th, we have agreed that in 2 weeks' time, the minister will be coming back to the province to meet all the relevant key stakeholders, including us as the governing party of the province, so that we can also give feedback to our electorate about the Guyana campus. So the programs will be announced, I should think, by both higher education and TUT. They are going to announce those programs. But where we emphasized with the minister is that we don't want a situation where 2026, when it arrives, the ministry and the university are not prepared for accepting students. We want that campus to be opened for the academic year 2026. The programs will be announced immediately after the visit of the minister. If I can take you.
Okay. The applicant in the court case against Sekhukhune ANC Regional Conference is considering taking the matter on appeal to the Supreme Court of Appeal. What is your stance on that as the ANC? And secondly, following the Vhamusanda Regional Conference squabbles, are you not concerned those disgruntled members will vote with opposition in the coming by-elections? My point is, are you united as the ANC?
With regards to remember, every citizen's rights are enshrined in the Constitution of the Republic. It is his decision if he wants to appeal. As much as dragging us to court yesterday was his decision, we don't have control over that. Our view is that he is being funded. He's not paying from his pocket. The lawyers that he's using there, they are not being paid by him. And if he is the one who is paying, let him prove to us that he is paying the lawyers. So he is being used by people who do not want this PEC to succeed in making sure that it holds its government to provide services to its citizens. And we think there's going to be a time where we are going to draw the line on the sand. We can't continuously be dragged by one young boy to court. And we are losing thousands and thousands of rands. We don't have any problem if he is going to do that. Let him first pay us the cost order that are awarded to us by the court. We don't care if he takes it to Supreme Court of Appeal or to Constitutional Court. The fact of the matter is that we're going to defend ourselves, and he knows that he doesn't have a case. He doesn't have a case at all. Our papers are public records now in court. You can go and access our papers and look at what he has written there. You will see that this is an abuse of court processes by disgruntled members of the ANC who think that they must be elected at all cost. They must win. But what is surprising is that we are taken to court by this one young boy. alone. So we're not taking, I don't know what will happen to him if we are to nullify that conference. How is he going to make it a point that he is elected? Because he's alone. And he is just challenging an outcome of the audit processes. And this is for the first time in the history of the ANC that a member, not delegated by structure, just alone, just take you to court and say, no, we think the outcome of the conference must be nullified and the resolutions must be set aside. It's very historic in this province to find out that clerks in government, they do have money to take the ANC to court and able to even pay advocates. The gentleman took us to court, to the regional court of Sekhukhune, somewhere in May. And when we arrived, he withdrew the case. And we agreed that, okay, it's fine. But after withdrawing, within 3-4 days, he proceeded to High Court. Why? Because he knew that review applications are not done at the magistrate court. And we thought it's an honest kind of a settlement where we must just settle with him. We should have given him cost orders even there. But we didn't know that he would proceed. And he proceeded to High Court. You were there, some of you heard what the judge said. But we're not scared. Our response with regard to that is that we will defend the African National Congress even to the highest court in the land. We're not scared. Anybody who wants to challenge our processes in Limpopo is welcomed. Our part?
Before we proceed, there's a second question I asked you. I'm not sure if you...
The Pitamkaba, I'm not dealing with the Pitamkaba. We are very much united with our comrades in that ward. The by-election has got nothing to do with the outcomes of the regional conference. So we are very much united. We are going to do door-to-door with everybody there, the region and the branch and everybody. We are not going to allow parallel programs in the by-elections. We are united. And the LET meeting, the meeting of our local structures, went very well yesterday. Today, at 1 o'clock, at 12 o'clock, the meeting of the regional election task team is convened. The provincial election team meeting will be at 4 o'clock. So we are working very well with our structures. So far, so good. That is why we are very confident that we are going to win that ward.
Okay, I've got two questions. Question number one, are there actions that are going to be taken against the ANC member that took the organization to court yesterday in the High Court?
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, we know around the Vhamusanda district there was Madadzhe campus and the other one in Malamulele, Shingwezi, they were reopened after a very long time of not working. The one in Giyani, the one that is going to be utilized by TOT. I remember I spoke to Ms. Madadzhe, the spokesperson of TOT, and she mentioned that their renovations are underway and they are going to open. And initially they mentioned that they will open this year. So is there a commitment from the ANC that will ensure that these campuses are going to open? And remember that University of Vhamusanda a few years ago mentioned that they are going to build
In Makhado.
Makhado campus.
Yeah.
Nothing has been done so far.
Yeah.
As the ANC, is there a commitment and also engagement between the ANC and these institutions in terms of opening these campuses?
Of course, on behalf of our communities, we are taking this tall order to engage with the relevant institutions. With regard, we got commitment from the minister. I can only assure you that I've spoken to the minister and she has assured us that next year there will be programs that are going to be utilized at a Giyani campus. And we have got confidence with the Minister of Higher Education. We don't want to just politicize everything. And we think as Limpopo, she's doing a very good job with regard to matters of higher education. That is why when we have requested a meeting, it was just a press of a button for her to come and engage with us. You don't expect a minister to just, we wrote her a letter, within 5 days she had responded that she would be meeting with us. And indeed, we met her. And the team that she had brought to the meeting gave us confidence that indeed the minister is steering the department to the right direction. Well, with the Makado Univen campus, we still need to engage with the minister and the University of Venda. We have not done that, and we don't want to speculate that they are going to open or they will not open. But what we know is that the area is still bushy. There's no infrastructure there. There is nothing that is happening. We're going to engage with them, and we will, in due course, make it to be known to all of you the plans that the Univen and the higher education have with regard to that campus. It's one of the issues that was raised in our engagement with the with Hosi Mkari of Njaka Sheli Traditional Council. So it was raised with us. We're going to take it up and make sure that that matter is followed up. With regard to Madadzhe, I think you are aware, Fani, that Madadzhe is still operating as an agricultural college. And agricultural colleges falls under Department of Agriculture in the province. And there are some programs that are being enrolled there. And I should think that if there are other issues, we can follow it up with the agriculture department in the province. But generally, we are happy about what we are doing and the cooperation that we got from the Ministry of Higher Education. It was led by a high-powered delegation, the minister, the DG, and other officials who are responsible for matters of higher education, and also the advisors to the minister on matters of higher education. So we are very confident that we will have a follow-up session with yourselves in the presence of the minister, where you will be given opportunity to interact with the minister. And I should think I was able to respond to all of your questions, unless otherwise if there's going to be a follow-up question, but I'm going to not take too many follow-ups because I need to be at 2 o'clock. I'm left with 12 minutes to be at Sishiko. Let me start with Queen. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1. Follow-up is 1, 1. 1, 2, 3.
Mine is not a follow-up per se. I'm just interested in hearing your view, if whether you are also following the developments in the Sekhukhune. You remember there was a story between TVET and some traditional council there today that TVET has promised to build a campus there, and there were some issues.
Okay.
Are you also following on that as well?
Yes, we are following on that. That is what prompted us to have an engagement with the minister, but we don't want to make premature announcements. But we are following it up because it nearly created tribal tensions between two groups in the province. We are following on that one.
PS, just on issues of infrastructure in the province, I'd be interested in your comment as the ANC in the province. Today, a premier has convened an infrastructure workshop at Madadzhe Lodge. What is your comment with regard to what is happening at Musina Makado, special economic zone? We have reports that there is no development whatsoever that side.
No, our view is that we are being taken for a ride. We are being taken for a ride by both the board and the stakeholders that are responsible for managing that economic zone. Because you appoint board people who receive stipend for their sitting, They sit virtually, long hours, discussing projects that are not being implemented. It's a shame to the board. And we are calling upon provincial government to act. They must act, including the recently appointed board, because they are there. There are a lot of monies that are being turned back to the Department of Trade and Industry and National Treasury because nothing is happening there. And the offices of the SEZ, they are just here in Polokwane. There is a CEO, there is engineers. We don't know what they are engineering. There are engineers appointed for that SEZ. We don't know what they are engineering. We don't know what the accounting officer is appointed for because there are no activities that are happening there. They advertise projects. Contractors go there, claim money, and nothing happened. And we have got officials that we have appointed. So we are calling upon our provincial government to act on those officers and officials, including the board. We are being led down by the board. Remember, the people who are accountable to the government, it's not the official, it's the board that must supervise all the works there on behalf of our government. So we think we are going to have, of course, meetings with the government to get the current status. But we are saying to our provincial government, please act on the wrongdoing, act on the corruption, and do not allow the board to be a boardroom kind of a committee, which receives reports and claims stipends. You can't appoint the board of an economic zone. That board, some of the members of the board, they don't even know where the SEZ is located because they sit virtually, literally virtually. Because theirs is to receive reports and claim stipend. We can't have that kind of a thing. Not in Limpopo, we will not allow that.
Yes, it is based on the first question. Are there actions that you're going to take against Bidlandi?
No, we will assess our options. We don't rule out possibility that we may take actions because he will be taking us to court now. For the third time. He went on an ex parte application to the magistrate court of Sekhukhune. We went back on a review in the magistrate court of Sekhukhune, which he withdrew. He took us to Polokwane. Now he is telling you that he's going to appeal that judgment. I don't understand whether he's getting a proper legal advice or it is because he has got funders. He just wants to exhaust the money of his handlers and funders. So we are not ruling out possibilities of us charging him. He must know that we are going to weigh our options. We may charge him for bringing all of us into disrepute because now what he is doing, he is making our membership to leave their workstation, come and camp at the High Court, picketing outside while we are inside. It was a very long day for all of us. We could have utilized that day for campaigns in Ward 13. And let me take this opportunity and appreciate your presence. It was a short notice. All of you, we continuously appreciate that even when it's a short notice, you will come to our media briefing and cover us. Thank you and thanks very much.